It's that time of the week. It's Bob's Track Talk and we've got some ground to cover for you. From Paperclip prangs to NASCAR clangs and poor old Connor Zilisch. Let's start in Ipswich though for the latest round of Supercars. And there's one man who just keeps on winning, Brock Feeney. From the 3 races he claimed 3 poles, 2 race wins and got to celebrate a little bit more than normal because he wrapped up the Repco Sprint Cup. Brock has been in a class of his own this year, taking more poles and wins than teacups in your nana's cupboard. And speaking of nanas, Brock invited his onto the podium and she hit that bottle like it was Christmas Day. There was plenty of racing to cover too in both wet and dry conditions. Cam Waters made a monster-sized meal of this pass on his teammate Thomas Randall. David Reynolds did a similar job at the same corner. And the start of Saturday's second was more akin to a round of 10-pin bowling. A brief shower in the early laps of Sunday's 200k final saw the big crowd reach for their brollies and the drivers grappling for grip. Brodie Kostecki found another gear on Dick Johnson's straight before wildcard racer Cameron Crick beached his Camaro. And the other wildcard of Zach Bates was given the old MSR 1-2. First Cam Hill edged him on the straight before Nick Percat finished the job 2 corners later. But it was Feeney all the way. The boss was happy and if he keeps winning like this, there's a chance Brock will get a really big head. Now over to Super 2 and a nasty race 1 whack was delivered right in this Commodore's door. A mistake from Mason Kelly saw his Mustang mash into Jared Hughes. While Hughes was shaken and sore, the same couldn't be said for their cars. Tickford's Rylan Gray won the first race before Jackson Walls took his first win in the class on Sunday. But of course this is Super 2 and if they weren't trying to beat each other on the straights, they were feeding each other off on the corners or trying to squeeze 3 into places that just don't belong. In Porsche Carrera Cup, reigning champ Harry Jones could do no wrong, winning all 3 races. He even had time to witness the birth of his first child, just hours before the first race. In Sunday's race, our very own Rodney Jane got a little too close to Lightning McQueen before getting it wrong at turn 3. But don't worry, he wasn't alone. Okay, let's head to the States. This week, NASCAR ventured to the famous Watkins Glen Road course and you guessed it, our Kiwi mate Shane van Gisbergen was the main man. The race had plenty for us too. Kyle Larson had no brakes, Josh Berry got hip and shouldered by 2 rivals, and John Hunter Nemechek got served a beauty by Ty Gibbs. But in the end it was SVG who took his 4th win in his rookie NASCAR season. It's been a brilliant debut year for the Kiwi. We all know how well he can do these things, and at least 4 Americans are starting to learn a little bit more about rugby. In Xfinity there were some crazy things going on, and we mean really crazy. Yes, that truck was driving in reverse on a hot track. SVG was looking good for another win, but got caught in a big wreck with eventual winner Connor Zilisch. Yep, it was a hard hit, but not as hard as this one. And just when you thought it was over, the backrunners thought it'd be fun to get involved too. Somehow there are enough cars to finish and it was Zilisch who claimed the win. It should have been a day for him to celebrate, which he did, but a rooftop dismount miscue meant that despite all of the incidents in the race, he left the track with the worst injury. And finally, IndyCar docked at Portland. Not to be outdone by NASCAR, they also had a couple of nasties, including this big one for Connor Daly who bounced off the wall at high speed. Kiwi Scott Dixon gave Joseph Newgarden a little bump, and title man Alex Palou was not receiving any favours from his rivals. But the big trophy went to one of Queensland's favourites. Will Power broke Team Penske's winless streak with a cool win, his first for the team in 2025. Palou finished 3rd, which was enough to clinch him his 4th IndyCar crown. And that was a big weekend. I'm Richard Craill, the voice of Bob's Track Talk, and we'll be back next week with more motorsport from home and abroad.